Alright, BlueMagician here, working my way through the Q&A session, another installment of the Q&A session with Magic. We handle 6 questions, now on number 7. Okay, that's an easy one. Why are there 5 elements? Whereas in certain philosophies we have 36 elements. Example, Shivanism. Working with God Shiva, Lord Shiva. And in certain ones there are wood, metal, etc., which really confuses one. Okay. It will confuse you if you let it. Going to the supermarket without a plan on what you want to cook is might be very hard because there's a lot of stuff there. And yes, you can maybe let that inspire you, what they have on offer, but it's gonna be a lot harder than just having a shopping list, knowing I want to cook lasagna tonight, and just shopping for that. So pick. These are systems, okay? These operate at the mental and astral levels. So there is a framework to it, and it's based on axioms and beliefs, axiomatic beliefs, like everything on the mental downwards. And it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to work with systems, yes, for sure, and also to be able to detach from systems, for sure. But, you know, it's like trying to find a good analogy here. It's like watching another person eat, watching another person's diet, and you're like, oh, you're eating so much seafood. How that confuses me. How can that other person, like he looks so healthy and he's eating meat all the time, but you look pretty healthy too, but you're eating seafood all the time. That really confuses me. So that's a really good analogy. Yeah, there's. Look, another analogy is getting a bit more analogy that's a little bit closer to, so to speak, is there's the way of Buddha, and Buddha says there's detachment and the Eightfold Path and so on, detached from mind, and then there's the teachings of Lord Shiva, and he has like I don't know the exact number, like ridiculously large number, like 127, 144 ways to achieve enlightenment. So that's very different system, and one is not better than the other, and they don't conflict until you make it conflict. There is it's a thing of duality and paradox, right? You gotta work on recognizing these paradoxes and then transcending them. And in this case, transcending them, what usually means is sticking to systems that you feel comfortable with and trying to make them your own. And the deeper you... Funny thing is, the deeper, more intense your practice gets with these systems individually, I would say the easier it becomes to mix them together in a way that works for you. So, yeah, Chinese has 5 elements: wood, metal, and fire, and what else they have. And Hermetics has, or Hindu philosophy, where the stuff is coming from, it has fire, water, air, earth, and Akasha. These are different systems, and maybe for one purpose you will choose one system one day, and for the other you will choose another system. Point of contention, another example, is sidereal versus tropical zodiacs in astrology, and people are confused. They're like, which one is better? And there is no answer that the question has the wrong premise. you are assuming that one must be better than the other by asking that question. I know you didn't ask that question. I'm just like riffing on your question here. Because that's also what many people ask, which is better. So sidereal, tropical zodiac. Personally, I prefer tropical, but sometimes I work with sidereal and gather some experience. Don't let the words confuse you. For many people, it's best to stick to one system in the beginning and gradually add to that. Some people never add to that. It's probably not that good either, but to each their own. Might be a perfect thing for some people. So, yeah. Don't let it confuse you. You're saying, which really confuses one. I'm saying, I said it in the beginning of the video, and I'm going to use it to close off that video, to end that video with. Don't let yourself be confused. Ask yourself, how can I approach this topic without being confused? And then you will find what you're looking for. Thanks.